Hey folks, this is Susie Meadows with Crafting with Susie. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Indiana, and today I want to show you this paper pumpkin that just came. Actually, June 2021, Expressions in Color is the one that came, and I want to show you just an alternative project. But those of you that know paper pumpkin, you know, it's a kit that comes every month, and these are the 3 projects that we get all the goodies to make. And these are the pretty colors, and I'll just show you really quick. I've been using it, so you get a stamp set, you get all kinds of goodies. As you can see, I've been digging in. Card bases, envelopes, 2 ink spots this time. And but these are all the things that come, but I just want to show you a couple of things that I've been working on. So, oh, and by the way, I have an extra kit if anybody's interested, $25 if you would like that. So I'm going to make one of these alternatives using most of these goodies here. So we'll just get this out of the way. We are going to, we're going to need the label that comes with it, this pretty vellum with leaves, and I have already punched out one of these leaf sets. And I'm going to use You Are Amazing, and I've got my big ink, and I'm going to actually use Soft Succulent. And let's go ahead and ink that up, and let's make sure it's inked good. And I'm going to stamp it right there, straight down, bring it up. There we go. So we can get that out of the way. We're going to keep using Soft Succulent, but we will, that is our label we're going to use. And I'm going to use a blending brush. And we're going to, let's get this off here. I'm going to flip this over. You got 2 sides. One's a little more subdued, and the other actually is raised a little bit. And I'm going to ink up on the back. So I'm going to go I'm just going to circulate. Oops, I see I'm moving the table on you. Sorry about that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of color here. And okay, let me go some more. Okay, let's see what that looks. It's a little hard to see, but if I put it next to white, there we go. See, it's a little mottled, which I like that. I think I'm going to do some more corners darker though. So, and the reason I start over here is because when you put ink on here, these are actually bristles, and the ink just sits right on the top. And I don't want a whole bunch at one time. So that's why I just feel I have a little more control this way. And I want that here. So what I'm doing, I'm just giving the edges some, there we go. Oops, you can hear my table squeaking. Okay, I think that's good. Now, so that ink side is actually going to go down on this. And what also comes in the kit is we get some pretty twine, we get dimensionals, some pretty bling, and here, this is what I'm looking for, these little glue dots. And see, I just turned this. Yep, this is the side I want. And so I'm just going to put them on the corner. Sometimes with vellum, it's a challenge to hide your mechanics. But these glue dots really don't show, I've noticed. And we're going to put a couple in the middle because that's where I'm going to put my sentiment. Now, some people don't like these little glue dots, but for me, they're actually pretty versatile. They're a little bit smaller than our mini glue dots in the annual catalog. And so sometimes I use these for embellishments or something that's really small. Oops, you didn't stick down. There we go. You still didn't stick down. Okay, So now we're going to get this in the middle. This is just a plain old card base, and I'm going to put that right in the center there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like that and like that. Okay, so once again, now this time I'm just going to use some multi-purpose glue. No, I won't. I will go ahead and use my glue dots because I don't need gobs. So we're going to just put one on the ends here. See, it's nice. They're nice and small. So now to take them off. So I've been getting paper pumpkin for quite a while, actually probably a couple years now. And I sure enjoy it because I never know for sure what's going to be coming in the mail. And what it does, it sort of makes me stretch and use products that I normally wouldn't use. It lets me try things out. I think I want it like that. There we go. And so that's why I like paper pumpkin. And now I'm going to pop this up. And we're going to go there. And I'm going to put one on each in the middle because, oops, I don't need that many. I'm going to, oh, don't want it upside down. I'm going to use a little bit of this twine, and I need to sit down so I can get a little bit closer to where I'm working. I'm going to take this top release off, and so I can use this to hold my twine, because I just want a couple loops. There we go, and I'm going to do the bottom. I'm just going to go straight across here. Maybe. There we go. And I want a little bit of, oops, twine here. And it sort of has a mind of its own, which is fine, as long as it will stick. There we go. That's what I'm wanting it to do, is to stick. See, look how crazy this is here. There we go. And I want this. Man, it's really twisty on me. Here we go. There we go. I think I want 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Get my snips. Cut it off. Okay, now get these other 2 off because that's going to help hold this. And I'm going to put that right there in the middle, and I can move these around just a little bit. There we go. Good, good, good. Now I'm going to put a little bit of bling on here. Use my Take My Pick tool, and let's get this guy. I think we need something up here. I like these adhesive sequins. They're nice. I'm going to put one there. And I like using odds, so we're going to put one right there. So there we go. So that is an alternative card using the goodies that was within the kit. Now let me show you some of the others. Let's move my stuff just out of the way. So that was one of them. Here is another card using things that are within the kit. I did add some bumblebee paper, but this is one of the vellum that's in there, and I just, once again, with my blending brush, added a little bit of color on the back and added some pretty shimmer vellum. And then once again, these are the stamps that are within. So that was one. And then this one here, I actually just used, you know, the leaf that for this, when you punch it out, there's something left. And I used that on just some plain white in a couple different greens. That's the dark evergreen, and this is a soft succulent. So I just used it like a mask. So that was one. And this one was just pretty, this one here is just pretty straightforward. Just I added some evening evergreen, a little bit of gray, and just, so it was a pretty straightforward one. Now this one, I actually used this shimmer Vellum, and I used the Checks and Dots embossing folder and ran that through, and that's how I got that texture. This here is the stamp within in the kit, and so is the sentiment. And this last one is in Fresh FREESIA. And once again, this came in the kit, this pretty purple, but then I added a piece of vellum and used the painted texture 3D embossing folder, and that's how I came up with that. And then I added some pastel pearls. Now on this, I used the sentiment, but I did use a different tag. I used the tailored tag punch. So there you go. So besides the cards that you can do, which are gorgeous, like I said, I always like to challenge myself to come up with a few different, and that's what I did here. So like I said, I have one extra kit. If anybody is interested, holler, and I can get that to you locally. It's $25. I can deliver it to you, local Central Indiana. So I'm just moving stuff around. So hey, I hope everything's going well for you, and I will catch up with you later. Take care. Bye-bye.